beating Genk. Napoli, they could have gone through tonight, but this evening's draw means they're not quite there yet. Salzburg now on 4 points, Genk still on 1. Next time round, Liverpool take on Napoli and Salzburg go to Belgium to meet Genk.
Yeah, a few twists in the group yet to come, but Liverpool in good shape after that win tonight. And it looks like a team that wanted to get that out of the way and focus on the business of Sunday, Graham.
Yeah, I think they totally dominated. You know, they're by far the best team, as you'd expect, playing Genk. But didn't put it to bed. You know, at 1-0, at 2-1. You know, you've got to be getting goals against these teams, but they'll take the victory. Did everything but put the ball in the back of the net. Got to the opposition's goal time and time again. Just couldn't finish them off, as we saw in the highlights there. But that's now part. It's all about Sunday. Sunday's a monster game. 28
shots they had to Genk's 6, and it's kind of hard when the goals aren't going in and Genk get their equaliser. Let's go through the goals now, first of all. Everything going according to plan, 13 minutes in.
They'd worked hard. They were kind of getting away on top. Some nice interplay here. It's a lovely little ball back. He's onside here, Milner. He plays one across, and I have to hand it to Wijnaldum here. It looks awkward, but poor Duas, the centre-half, he's unlucky too, the captain, because it comes off him, hits him at an awkward height, drops. But very quickly on the spot, Wijnaldum reacts, alters his body. You can see that's onside, and flicks it back up into the roof of the net. Centre-half hits him on the hip, I think, and he can be considered unlucky there, but really quick, Johnny on the spot there to swivel and put it in.
Improvised.
Yeah,
improvisation. Very good. His hip out.
One criticism, Graham, of Liverpool, one slight criticism this season, is perhaps a little bit more vulnerable defensively from set pieces specifically, and that appeared to be the case this evening.
Oh, is it? When you see here's a coming together, the guy gets the nudge, gives himself a yard against Fabinho, and he gets a header. I mean, they play part zonal, part marking. They've got, was it 4 or 5 along the 6-yard line, and then they've got 2 amongst the attacking players to stop the runs. But when you get the delivery like that was what we saw in the Chelsea game with Ajax. Great delivery. If the ball's whipped into certain areas, very, very difficult. Very difficult. Fabinho, was he guilty of maybe not being on the dog leg in front of him? But he does get a nudge, but you've got to expect that nudge when you're defending.
Oxlade-Chamberlain got 2 in the first game over in Belgium and got the winner this evening, and has shown he's a great string to have on the ball, so to speak.
Yeah, he's really on song here. And as it rolls out to him, Keita does very well. He runs outside him, and the defender thinks, oh, I better go for him because he's going to pass it. But he drops the shoulder and cuts back inside, and that's just the confidence he's in. Another player gives it outside to the on-running. Look at Keita, makes the run outside. He's going, give it to me, controls it. Does really well. No form I'm in. I'm going to turn, swivel, and after the layoff, there's the pass that he could have made, but no, he's right on form, and knew probably that he was best. Now that the player had sold himself a little bit because of Keita's run, that I'll get it on target. Great goal.
They park that. They move on to Sunday, Graham. I see Pep Guardiola's been speaking ahead of their match tomorrow, backtracking a bit on the Sadio Mane diving stuff. What's the frame of mind of Liverpool going into that game? Is this a game they say, let's go and stamp our advantage in the Premier League, or don't get beat?
It doesn't decide anything. You know, if Liverpool were to turn City over, they put a marker down that we're, you know, right now we're better than you, and you're now going to have to really, you can't afford to slip up. We'll take some catching. If Liverpool come on stock, the momentum's in with City, and they're believing they're the best team, and Liverpool would have to pick themselves up. It is November, the start of November. Nothing is decided, you know, when we do this job, people are looking for us to come up with clever and things I've not heard before. But really, the only way you can approach this 90 minutes are everything. And then when you come out of that, see where you are after that, and it's the next one after that. If you're going to win a league, it's the teams who handle the difficult parts of the season. Now, right now, you'd have to say that City have done really well with their injuries to still be where they are. You know, picking up the points, playing the football they're playing. Now, who's to say that maybe Liverpool won't have a period where they get Van Dijk out and maybe they get Mo Salah out for a period of time? Then that's when their test comes. If you win the league, it says more about you. Liverpool, when I was a player there, everything was about winning the league. The cups were just a complete bonus. Even the European Cup was a bonus, because that said more about you as a team and more about you as an individual.
But City right now, I think the Champions League is the one that's missing. You know, they've
prioritise,
but they've retained their title, and I think that's a big step in the Premier League. That was a big plus for them. But I just wonder, is it going to be a a year where he concentrates a little bit
more
more.
on the
I don't
We're
think
gonna
he
have
can
them
do that.